All right, so thanks for watching. I'd like to ask you to subscribe, like the video if you enjoy it. If you don't, I understand. But I wanted to talk for a minute, and you may be curious about the title of this video, but I wanted to talk about Knight Rider and Kitt and how it applies to Tesla. So for a long time, a feature that I've been hoping for was basically the functionality of Kitt from Knight Rider. Now, if you're below the age of 40, you probably don't know what Knight Rider was, but it was a show in the 80s. David Hasselhoff and car could talk and perform all kinds of other functions, but it was basically a personal assistant type interaction in the car. So I've been wondering for a while why Tesla hasn't implemented something like that. They have voice commands. The voice commands don't suck, but they're on par with any other car's voice commands, controlling climate, lighting, things like that. However, with Tesla's compute power and neural nets, why don't we have Kitt from Knight Rider? Why doesn't Tesla have a agent or AI or personal assistant that you can talk to, interact with, knows you, can answer questions, can also control the car? It looks like this could finally be coming. So a lot of people are confusing. There's a new AI that is being released. It's in limited test right now called Grok. A lot of people are mistakenly saying that this is Tesla's AI. It's not. It is another Elon Musk company, xAI, that he created specifically with the intent of creating an artificial intelligence, working towards AGI and things like that. However, it is an Elon Musk company, and he has now mentioned a couple of things. One, that the functionality could be coming to Tesla. There you go. That is what the interaction that's missing would be. That is what could replace voice commands. You could get into your car and your car can know your name, know everything about you that you choose to allow it to know, and then you can chat and interact in a normal conversational way with your car. This sounds ideal to me. Along with that, you would be able to control the functions of the car. So thinking this through, there were two things that Elon mentioned. One was that it is first obviously going to come to X, the replacement for Twitter, which makes sense. But the ability to put it into Tesla allows a couple of things. So one thing that Elon mentioned was compute cycles. And just thinking about neural nets and training AIs and the amount of compute power that is needed to do so, there is no reason you couldn't allow customers to opt in and allow that to happen with the unused cycles of your car. So if your car is not using its compute power, why not allow it to do this? There are similar things that have been done in the past. The one that comes to mind first for me is SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. There was a point in time, and maybe they still do this, I don't even know, but in the 90s, early 2000s, you could allow SETI to use your computer when you were not using it, and it would allow it to use that your computer's power to process all of the signals that they were receiving to try and search for extraterrestrial life. Well, same principle for training an AI. You could allow your car to use those compute cycles when it's not being used. And thinking about the millions and millions of Teslas that are on the road, millions and millions of computers that are on the road, that is a huge amount of compute power that could be unlocked and give an advantage outside of the enormous data centers and compute power that they're building for this. So one, that could make this the most powerful AI by having the most compute power, by having it distributed among the Tesla fleet. But secondary is bring that functionality to Tesla. Let me talk to my car. Let me ask it a question. When I'm hungry, let me find options along my route. Where am I going? Let me talk to it about what kind of food I want. Let it walk through some options, share reviews with me, talk about menus, and then let it plot the course and my charging and anything else that's needed. The possibilities seem pretty endless for that. I'd love to hear some thoughts in the comments about what else it could be used for. That was the first thing that comes to mind for me. But I love the idea of personalizing your car. Just that by itself, having it know your name and talk to you as if it is your friend with information of about anything you want to talk about. man, that would make some long car rides by yourself a lot more enjoyable. And just thinking about productivity type stuff as the AI gets further along. Let's see how we do with these bikes here. Doing great. Self-driving, by the way, we're at, if you watched any of my videos, you know they're all self-driving videos. I didn't mention that we're using self-driving as I started this video, but it is 11.4.4, and I could talk about some problems I've been having recently with that, but overall it works great. But going back, what are some of those other use cases for having an AI built into the car? Again, I think the conversational piece would be amazing in itself, but there's productivity pieces too, right? Maybe you can get some of your work done by allowing it to interact with other services that you use. If you look at what OpenAI has done with ChatGPT, they're at a point where there's a lot of plugins available and you can interact with other services. You could get work done through the AI. Imagine that being able to be unlocked for you within your car as you're driving. Me personally, I spend about an hour to an hour and a half on my commute each way to and from work, and it would be amazing to have that kind of functionality in the car. But at a bare minimum, just being able to replace voice commands with a conversational AI would be a huge game changer and give such an edge over what other cars are doing. And you know, Tesla really does excel at differentiating between competition, but this is one area where I'd say there really hasn't been much innovation. The commands for voice are very similar to any other car. I would say they're also, you know, they're a little bit gimmicky. There's things, if you don't know about them, try some voice commands in your Tesla, like open butthole or my butt's cold. You'll get a seat warmer on. You'll open your charging port. There's a lot of gimmicky, quirky things in it. But other than that, it's really on par with any other voice command system in another car. I had a Ford at one point, and I would say, aside from the gimmicky piece, they're very much the same functionality. So I would love to see Tesla take the lead here, and it looks like the synergy between Elon's companies are what could actually allow this to happen. But I think that's super exciting, and there will be more to come, I'm sure. But yeah, that's it for today. Please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. If you don't want to, got it. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks.